Some footage here I filmed from the recent Tour Down Under. Get to Adelaide. Adelaide's the place to be. Best city in the Western world. Question from the durianrider.com coaching group. What does it take to get to the Cat 1 level? Hi Harley. So I make a New Year's resolution. I want to be a better rider. I want to smash the group. Or climb the local hills as fast as the com. I'm 5'11 and 90 kilos. Currently 20-minute power equals 240 watts. Can you give a detailed suggestion on how to become a very strong rider in the peloton? Like, how many hours should I spend on the bike weekly? I can be very patient as I don't want to overtrain or get an injury. Thanks, coach. Fantastic question. I'm going to give you the 100% answer. Why? Because I've raced at Cat 1 and I was Cat 4, Cat 5. Okay, I wasn't a talented rider by any means. I put in the work. I listened to the right riders and I did the right things. So I got to Cat 1 and I could still be Cat 1 fitness today if I wanted to, put in that work as well. Okay. Most people, you're young, you can get Cat 1 for sure. All right. If you're under 40, you get Cat 1. Assuming you've got some sort of base cardio there. If you don't, then we'll still get you there. I didn't have base cardio. I got to Cat 1. And that's in Adelaide. And Adelaide Cat 1 is as high as Cat 1 as it gets in the world, really. Like, Adelaide produces more elite level cyclists than anywhere in the world. So if you're a Cat 1 in Adelaide with the, guys like Rowan Dennis and stuff like that in the bunch, it's legit. Okay. It's legit. So this is Cat 1, not like Cat 4, Cat 1. Okay. So how to get to Cat 1? You're 90 kilos at 5'11". You are too fat for a cyclist, too heavy for a cyclist. You might look amazing. You might have a stripper body. Women might get wet seeing your physique at the beach with no shirt. You're 90 kilos, 5'11". Most women would find that attractive. But as a cyclist, it's too heavy. We need to trim at least 20 kilos off you if you want to be in Cat 1. 20 kilos minimum, okay, if you want to be a real Cat 1 beast, okay. You might be Cat 1 at 80 kilos, all right? But you're not going to be Cat 1 at 90 kgs at 5'11". You're just not. You're holding too much weight, whether that's fat or muscle. You are too heavy. But that's okay. We don't need to worry about your weight right now. Your weight will take care of itself because we're going to focus on power, all right? All the riders I coach, okay, we focus on power. Power is the number one thing we focus on, all right? Weight does not matter. Weight takes care of itself, okay? You don't need to worry about weight. Weight is like the sun. You don't need to, wake the sun up. Hey, sun, wake up. It's sunrise. The sun knows that. The sun's coming up whether you're there or not, okay? Your weight will take care of itself. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to, track it and go, what's going on? It'll take care of itself, okay? I mean, you can track it for curiosity's sake, but you can't track it like you can tell it what to do. If you try and control your body weight, like pushing it down, if you try and push it down, like push down, you will drown yourself. You will fuck your metabolism. You will fist your thyroid and you will become a fat slug. Okay? Simple as that. And that's okay if you're a fat slug. All right? I'm just saying, Power. All right? Power. You've got a power meter. That's fantastic. 240 watts for 20 minutes. That's, that's like Cat 5 numbers. That's a good start. That's legit. There's not many people on the planet, literally, there's not many people on the planet who could hold 240 watts for 20 minutes. Like, if you're in New York City, just walking around asking people, can you do 240 for 20? They're like, what? What's that? You're in an extreme minority already, okay? Is it good enough for Cat 1? Not a chance, okay? A Cat 1 race, you're going to be doing like 290 to 300 watts for an hour, okay, in Cat 1, okay? So to be able to be in Cat 1, you need to be at least to be able to hold 300 watts for an hour on the flat. Now, so if you're in a crit and you can hold 300 watts for an hour, you'll be okay in a crit sitting on. But if it's a road race with hills, then you'll get dropped on the first little climb. All you can do is 300 for the hour. So what we're going to focus on is your 20-minute power, getting it up, okay? We want to have at least, we want to aim for 400 watts for 20 minutes. If you're that sort of heavy, 400 watts, okay? So how do you get to 400 watts for 20 minutes? You start off at, 400 watts for 1 minute, okay? and then you do it for 1 minute, and you do it for 2 minutes, and then next week do it for 3 minutes, next week do it for 4 minutes, and then every week you add a minute to your time trial, to your flat land time trial in a safe area where it's like there's no red lights, there's no car doors, just, you know, a road where you can really go fucking psycho. All right, 400 watts. We're chasing 400 watts. 400 is a magic number. Okay, all these guys here you see in this video here, they could all do 400 watts for, you know, like 400 watts for them would be like, you know, for an hour. Most of them could do 400 watts for an hour if they're around 70 kilos. Okay, it's a bit under 6 watts per kilo for an hour. So most of these guys around the 70 kilo mark can do 400 watts for the hour. We're looking for 400 watts for 20 minutes. Okay, so we're talking realistic here. Yeah, so that's what we're chasing. The 400 watts for 20 minutes. And if you can do 400 watts for 20 minutes, you're going to be a very strong A-grade rider. Cat 1 rider. You'll be very, very good. You're going to be setting the pace versus just being pack fill. Okay, 400 watts for 20 minutes. And when you can do 400 watts for 20 minutes, you're going to be one shredded motherfucker. All right, you're going to be shredded. Okay, if you're doing my protocols and you can do 400 watts for 20 minutes, you are going to be like looking like Bradley Wiggins. Okay, you're going to be looking like Chris Froome. You're going to be looking like me, you know, back in the day before I started jumping on any gear. Like you're going to be just veins fucking everywhere. You get girls going to be like, ugh, you know, but guys in the race going, fuck, this is that cunt again. He's so fucking fast. He's going to rip our legs off. You know, you turn up to the bunch rides and people will dread it. You know, I remember doing bunch rides like 20 years ago, and you know, Russell Van Hout, the Australian road champ, would turn up, and Russell's a cycling mate, cool dude, good dude, you know, and I liked the guy, but when he would turn up, I'm like, oh, fucking hell, you know? But at the same time, I'd laugh like, fucking hell, Russell's here, you know? And he would just rip our fucking legs, man, you know? We'd be sitting on just trying to hold his wheel and stuff. But that's what got me up in the Cat 1, okay? That's what got me in the Cat 1. Just holding, you know, his wheel on these flat time trials would do, swapping off turns on a Thursday morning at 6 a.m., rain, hail, or shine. That's what got me into Cat 1. Okay, so we're looking at 400 watts for 20 minutes. Yeah, chase that one. The next one is, you know, we got to look at your blood. All right, we got to make sure you're taking care of your hemoglobin levels. Get a blood test this week. Report back to me. What is your hemoglobin? What is your serum B12 levels? And what is your ferritin levels? If it's going to cost you money to test B12, then don't do that. But you need to test ferritin before you consider any training program, because if your ferritin is low and you start training, you're just going to dig yourself into a hole. And people are like, yeah, see, just eat meat. Just eat some meats. Eat red meat and you'll be fine for iron. Well, yeah, I got a friend who did that, and dude got a stroke, all right? Had a stroke because the doctor said, your iron's low, eat more red meat. So mate ate more red meat and had a stroke soon after. All right, what sort of fucking advice is that? You know, it's fucking dangerous, man. It's fucking stupid. Okay, so, but taking iron supplements, if your ferritin is already very high, that's not so good either. Okay, same as eating, you know, iron-rich foods. If your iron's already high, it's gonna fuck your liver. It can give you liver cancer and shit. So, it's a good idea to keep an eye on iron levels, ferritin levels, and if your ferritin's high, be very careful about. You know, avoid taking iron supplements and be careful how much iron you consume on a daily basis, because too much iron is very, very dangerous for our organs. But at the same time, you want to also, if you've got low iron, that is also not so good. High iron is more dangerous than low iron, okay? Low iron, the most danger is sort of fatigue, can't push the watts. High iron, you fuck your organs. So you literally poison your organs. Look up the dangers of high iron, excess iron, okay? So so get a blood test, do your iron, and do your hemoglobin, and you can test B12, but it doesn't really matter. Just do B12 injections as I recommend. All the top level cycles are still on that. If they're not, then they're riding with 40 psi on the tires. So what's the point? So that's that one. And obviously nutrition. You're in my coaching group, so you'll be getting the best nutrition advice there. But really, the training thing is just 400 watts for 20 minutes. You know, that's what you do, and your weight will take care of itself. Your body will just morph into this skinny, ripped, shredded, vascular cyclist, professional cyclist physique. Like, you will literally look like you could win the Tour de France. Now, obviously, you couldn't, you can't, I can't, it's a special select person that can do that with select, pharmaceutical preparation assistance, etc. I'm just saying you look like that. You look the part, okay? Now, that's the question. Do you want to be that lean? Right? Do you want to be that ripped? Do you want to be that shredded where you see every muscle on your face when you chew food? All right? You literally be at the dinner table chewing food, and people that have an anatomy chart on the side of your face, all the cheek muscles as you chew your food. Do you want to be that lean? Okay? Most women do not want their partners to be that lean. Okay? So you'd be like, I don't give a fuck about that. I just want to be lean. I want to be the fittest motherfucker out there, in my community, blah, blah, blah. And then you can go for it. Okay? I'm just giving you the heads up. Okay? Being a good bike rider want to get you pussy. All right? Looking like a male stripper will. So it depends what your goals are. You'd be like, I'm cool with that. I get pussy easy. No worries. I want to. This is a personal challenge for me. I enjoy how cardio feels, and I want to be a fit motherfucker. I want to be the fittest motherfucker out there. In my little world as a natty. Okay, so I'm okay. Go for it. It's a good feeling, man. It's a fucking. I enjoy that feeling of jumping on the bicycle and just being able to fucking flog it for 200 k's. Just roll over mountains. It's very, very addictive feeling. A very, very addictive feeling. And I constantly consider, not constantly, but I frequently consider getting off steroids and going back down to 60 kilos. 58, 59, 60 kilos at 6 foot. And just pushing those watts. And just having that 6 watts per kilo vibe going on again. I've done it, it's cool, but it's like, but it's a good feeling. It feels fucking amazing, and I feel amazing as well now, but there's something special, and if you know, if you can, push the 6 watts per kilo for 20 minutes or whatever, it's a really cool feeling, it's a really, really, really cool feeling. But anyway, that's the deal there. That's how you're going to get it. Keep asking questions. Let's look at what bike you've got as well, because the bike matters for sure. Send me some photos of your bike on the. But I'll answer the rest of the questions on the thread. Great question. Thanks for asking that.